I suffer. For you. For you I suffer. And that's how it's gonna be. Wink. A wink. Hello everyone. Welcome to my Henshin. My stream. Watashi no Henshin. Yeah. Today we're gonna do something crazy. And the crazy thing is, I'm gonna watch a school video, and every time I complain, I have to eat a wasabi pea. So I'll suffer. I think it will be very fun. Also turn on the sound so you can hear the school video. But honestly, I don't expect it to be that interesting. Okay? Okay. Okay.
And a subduction zone opened up along what is now the eastern seaboard of North America, where the remnants of the Grenville Mountains were eroding away.
La 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 la. See, it's so easy not to be mean and evil and hate it. It's so easy. It's so easy. It's so easy. We've only started. But this video is 30 minutes long. So, you know, easy. Hi, Chizu. Welcome. Welcome. Did you make the animation in VTuber that I saw recently? Because I have that VTuber bug. I'm learning how to VTuber right now. I don't really know how, but which one? This one.
This made the margin of Laurentia active, and the plate boundary became an oceanic continental boundary. The island arcs formed by the first subduction zone were accreted onto the continental margin in what we refer to as the tectonic orogeny. This was the first of 3 mountain building events responsible for forming the Appalachians. As with all oceanic continental boundaries, a continental volcanic arc formed on Laurentia, and an accretionary prism formed in the oceanic trench of the subduction zone.
Yes.
If you look closely at this diagram, there is yet another subduction zone sitting in the ocean basin between Laurentia and Gondwana. There are also larger subcontinental land masses present, notably one called Avalonia. Throughout the mid-Paleozoic, the Avalonian subcontinent made its way toward Laurentia, closing the Iapetus Ocean basin formed during the breakup of Rodinia. This movement also brought Gondwana closer to the Laurentian continent in what would be an inevitable collision. Because the Earth was in a hothouse state, and there was no sea ice to lock up water, sea levels were much higher and parts of the Laurentian continent were flooded, forming a shallow marine environment in which coral and other shallow marine organisms thrived. In the latter parts of the mid-Paleozoic, mainly the Devonian period, Avalonia collided with Laurentia in what is referred to as the Akkadian orogeny. This was the second mountain building event that contributed to the formation of the Appalachians.
Earth's history, but not Bill Ward's kind of thing, you know. It's fun. I have like a smile plastered to my face. Oh, it's not that fun. I think that counts as a complaint. It makes me want to cry. It makes my nose hurt. It makes the back of my ears hurt. This is spicy. trying to get out of my habit of being evil. I'm pretty good at being evil, though. You ever been evil? I've been evil for so long. Wait. Paleozoic. Me? Evil, not even once. Wow, you're so good. Wish I was that good. I became like super evil after becoming a VTuber.
Gondwana was well on its way toward Laurentia, rapidly closing the Raic Ocean Basin, the last remaining ocean basin between the two land masses. With the closure of the Raic, the supercontinent Pangaea would be formed. This collision happened during the Carboniferous period, comprised of both the Mississippian and Pennsylvanian periods. The final orogeny that resulted from
the what, ma'am? You gotta slow down.
Formed. This collision happened during the Carboniferous period, comprised of both the Mississippian and Pennsylvanian periods. The final orogeny that resulted from this collision was referred to as the Alleghenian orogeny. Gondwana collided with Laurentia in such a way that the two land masses were stitched together from top to bottom as if they were zipped closed.
Pennsylvanian?
It was Alleghenian orogeny. The final orogeny comprised of both the Mississippian and Pennsylvanian period.
Pennsylvanian period. Because we love Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania. What do they even have there? What do they have in Pennsylvania? Okay, Google, what is Pennsylvania known for?
On the website usnews.com, they say, as one of the 13 original founding states, Pennsylvania was the second to ratify the 1787 U.S. Constitution, drafted and signed in Independence Hall. Pennsylvania has been one of the nation's most important industrial centers for
coal, steel, and railway. Six Flags? Oh, is it famous? We have Six Flags in Georgia. You're not special. I don't know. Pangaea. Oh, that was mean, wasn't it? Eating a pea. Ah! If only I wasn't evil, you know, I wouldn't have to suffer. That one was spicy. Kind of awesome. Freebie! Escaped? It's a good day.
Periods. The final orogeny that resulted from this collision was referred to as the Alleghenian orogeny.
I just don't want to, you know, I just don't want to fall apart. Orogeny. Learning about dinosaurs.
Gondwana collided with Laurentia in such a way that the two land masses were stitched together from top to bottom as if they were zipped closed. It was also during this time that a subduction zone opened up off of what is now the west coast of North America. It began as an oceanic plate boundary, creating island arcs that would later be accreted onto the North American continent. This was the earliest stages of what would later be the mountain building event responsible for forming the Rockies. By the end of the late Paleozoic, more familiar forms of plants and animals had evolved, including reptiles and early mammalian ancestors called synapsids. This image of Dimetrodon looks like an ancestor to the dinosaur, but was actually a synapsid and had more characteristics similar to those of mammals than reptiles or birds.
That's a lizard! This animal has closer relations to birds. Oh, no.
Birds.
Literally a lizard. They said it's close to mammals. That's a lizard. Anyway. Thank you, lizard. More familiar forms of plants and animals evolved in
characteristics similar to those of mammals.
Including reptiles, and hi, how was my November? Draining. I've tried to get ahead in my schoolwork because I need to go to Hawaii. And you go Hawaii? Yeah. So, going to Hawaii. Right now, I think I need to pee. Hold on. I think I can continue this conversation after this. La-di-da, la-di-do, la-di-dee. Guys, they're just, they're just things in this world. Ah! That's not it. That is the work I'm doing, though. I just didn't want to show you it. It's a lot of writing. Anyway, there are much better things in this world. Yes, I am having a great morning. Thank you, Johan.
Mammals than reptiles or birds.
Looks smart. Yeah, it's a lot of writing.
The last period of the Paleozoic was the Permian period. This was
Permian.
the peak of diversification.
Okay, Permian period. Permian period. Peak of diversification. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the wasabi piece poisoned me. As instant Permian mass extinction. 95% of species disappeared. You know, this world could be much more diverse if we didn't have this mass extinction event. That's kind of crazy. And this isn't the only one. We had another one, guys. 2, 3, so many, so many.
Marine life had also rapidly diversified. But all good things must come to an end, I suppose. The end of the Permian and the end of the Paleozoic era altogether was marked by a mass extinction event where over 95% of all species on the planet disappeared. This is one of those mysteries where we may not ever know truly what caused it.
It was ghost matter.
Or what events occurred congruently to cause it, but there was a rather large eruption event taking place, the same one that formed the Siberian traps, that is thought to have a lot to do with it. Remember how I said supercontinents don't last very long? Pangea began its breakup almost as soon as it finished coming together.
Okay. Pangea's... How many of these did you cause? It was just one night out, and suddenly I caused the extinction events. I don't know, guys. It just happened. It just happened. Pangea began to break up in the mid-Triassic. We're in the Mesozoic. We are in the Mesozoic. Green to notate the date. That's 250 million years ago. Not billion anymore, but million. Or 66 million years ago. You study biology? Oh, I will next semester at 6 a.m. Goodbye, morning streams. Goodbye. I'm not so sure if the world would be more diverse per se. It would. That's 95 species that were just kablowied. Kapow. Kablamo pepper. What do you mean? It'd be way more diverse. Scrat from Ice Age Weezy fanfic win. Write it. Get that pin a writing. I love Scrat. I'm a big Ice Age fan. Permian extinction caused by gamma rays or volcanic eruption. Apparently the last extinction was caused by an eruption event that formed the Siberian traps. Now, gamma rays, don't know. But eruptions, we think so. Provision right extremely lewd. You guys are crazy. I'm eating this because I called you crazy, but also you're crazy. I'll eat too.
Changes, a new era is marked on the timescale at 250 million years.
That's a squirrel!
Life on the planet is mostly dead, and the newly formed supercontinent is breaking up. The beginning of the Mesozoic is a bit depressing. However, with endings come new beginnings. The Mesozoic is broken up into three
wait a minute.
Periods: Triassic, Jurassic, and Cretaceous. Oldest.
Mahoney. Can't just say that. You're crazy!
To young at three main periods. With endings come new beginnings. It's a bit depressing. And the newly formed supercontinent is breaking up. The beginning of the Mesozoic is a bit depressing.
It's so depressing.
However, with endings come new beginnings.
Dinosaurs died.
The Mesozoic is broken up into three main periods. The Triassic, Jurassic, and Cretaceous. Oldest to youngest, respectively.
Triassic, Jurassic, and
Pangea began
Cretaceous.
to break up along the very suture zone that brought it together. It began to unzip and formed the Mid-Atlantic Ridge and the Atlantic Ocean Basin in the process. Most of the mountains that had formed from collision were left on the North American continent, but there were still mountains and evidence of collision left along the West African margin and in what would become Northern Europe. The most notable aspect about the Mesozoic is that it is characterized by the presence of the dinosaurs. The first dinosaur to appear in the fossil record was the oviraptor in the early Triassic.
dinosaur. Yippee! I wrote rice dinosaur. Rise of dinosaur. I love dinosaur! The first being the oviraptor. Raptor.
Evolved and changed to be megafauna on the landscape. I'm not going to go into much detail about the dinosaurs here because there are entire classes devoted to dinosaurs, and this
dino class
mainly on geologic processes.
Is it really a dino
Please
class?
Understand that different types of dinosaurs evolved in the different time periods of the Mesozoic. Some of the more commonly known dinosaurs didn't exist at the same time as other commonly known species of dinosaurs. Also, The Land Before Time and the Jurassic Park, Jurassic World series are full of lies.
Obviously.
Hollywood will do that to you.
They're for TV. Mass extinctions, new niches were available for surviving species to radiate into. Really? Yeah, now they can all be dinosaurs. They can be egg-eating dinosaurs. They could be long-necked dinosaurs. They can be, green. Truly, endless possibilities. Dinosaurs evolved through all of the Mesozoic era. But also a part of the Kablamo event. The Kapow event. Also were at not all dinos were dinosaurs. Not all dinos were alive at the same time.
The dinosaurs class. Now, our eyes have mainly been focused on the breakup of Pangaea, and why wouldn't they be? It's the breakup of a supercontinent. But it is not the only tectonic event happening.
Would you believe me if I told you there were more dinosaurs, depending on the same evolutionary pressures were present? Are you telling me that if the dinosaur was pressured to work at the McDonald's, he'd do it? Like if the dinosaur had to hang up an electric pole, he had to hang up one of those transformer boxes, he would be equipped with the ladder and the hat built into him. That's kind of crazy, huh? Kind of insano. You have like the fry baker in him. That's it. Creates EOUS subduction. Western North America formation of the Rockies. I want to believe. I believe in Christmas. I believe in love.
Remember that little subduction zone I briefly
as long as
mentioned
there's a
at the end of
Santa,
the
we
Mesozoic?
can sleep
Well, those
up
island
above.
arcs docked onto the North American margin. Subduction continued, creating an oceanic continental plate boundary.
I get it. Okay, I think I'm sick. Yes, I think I'm feeling a bit queasy. I went to the store and I bought meat and I ate it for lunch. And it had like juice in it, and I didn't question the juice. Well, I asked my mother, and she says, "Oh yeah, the juice is fine." But my tummy hurt, so I don't know. Questioning. Hypothesizing. Was it cooked already? No, it was like sandwich meat. Or it could be these peas, man. But I think it was a sandwich meat. Poison. Your first was, yeah, I went, huh, there's something wrong here. Late boundary.
Throughout the Mesozoic, island arcs and outboard terrains continued to accrete onto the continental margin in an event referred to as the Laramide orogeny. We better know this as the formation of the Rockies. This event took place along the entire western margin of North America. So while we know the Rocky Mountains, there are other names for mountain ranges within this entire orogenic belt called the North American Cordillera. To this day, a piece of that oceanic continental subduction zone is still present in the Pacific Northwest. The remnant of the ancient plate that has been subducted is called the Juan de Fuca Plate, and it is responsible for forming the Cascades and all of the famous volcanoes in the Pacific Northwest, such as Mount Rainier, Mount Baker, and Mount St. Helens. Notice here that we are in the late Cretaceous, so towards the end of the Mesozoic. The Earth is still in a hothouse state, so sea levels are higher. You'll notice that all of Florida, which we won in the divorce from Africa, is covered by water, as is most of all of Georgia and the coastal plain of the southeast. There is also an interior seaway dividing the United States. During mountain building, crust thickens and is uplifted, so the landscape along the west coast is above sea level. However, the continental interior is still flooded.
You know there's a
Look at the region
interior
closely.
seaway? Yeah, I hope it's nothing
prime
too.
environment to form sequences of limestone, sandstone, and
messed
shale, such as what we see in the Grand Canyon, Zion Canyon.
Oh, a teacher just gave me an answer for my essay. Hold on. It's a good day. I'm doing a report on the Grand Canyon. What is it made of? It was pretty steamy back in the day. What are you talking about? What is it made of? Okay, continuing with our... history of the Earth. 20-minute
Sea
video.
level. However, the continental interior is still flooded. Look at the region closely. This is the prime environment to form sequences of limestone, sandstone, and shale, such as what we see in the Grand Canyon, Zion Canyon, and Bryce Canyon. The entire region was subjected to deposition from this seaway, giving us the sedimentary formations we see across the southwest. Additionally, in the late Cretaceous, the continents as we know them are starting to take shape as they move away from each other. Subduction is occurring along the margins of the Americas in the eastern Pacific. Clear divergent boundaries have been established in the Atlantic Ocean basin and have begun to form in other areas, separating Antarctica, India, and Australia from the African landmass. There is an oceanic continental subduction zone present along the entire southern border of the Eurasian continent. The African plate moves northward to be subducted beneath Europe, forming the Alps. Outboard terrains dock onto Southeast Asia, and India begins its sprint toward the Eurasian continent. The Tethys Ocean lies between India and Asia, so the plate boundary remains as an oceanic continental subduction zone as India closes the gap between the two landmasses. The end of the Cretaceous and ultimately the end of the Mesozoic is marked by a mass extinction event that took place 66 million years ago. We know there was a mass extinction event because there was a significant change in fossils between the Mesozoic and Cenozoic eras.
66.
Dinosaurs, who had been on a decline throughout the Cretaceous, disappeared altogether with little to no evidence of any type of evolution of the largest species. So, what happened? Well, to answer that, we have to pay close attention to the rock record. There was a lot of speculation about what could have caused it up until the 1980s. In the 1980s, an iridium-rich clay layer was discovered between Mesozoic and Cenozoic aged rocks. Even more significantly, this clay layer was found between all Mesozoic and Cenozoic rocks around the world. This implies there was a global event that had to have happened in order to have the exact same rock type deposited at the same time across the globe. Iridium does not naturally occur on Earth. It comes to Earth on meteors, and any supply of iridium we have and use as a resource is strictly limited to what meteors have brought. This makes it a precious resource.
Meteor?
If we have an iridium-rich clay layer, and if that clay layer is found between every
You
single
should start it
deposit
because
of
it's silly.
Mesozoic and Cenozoic rocks on the planet,
The fan
then that is some
it's
pretty
silly.
good evidence that we had a meteorite impact that affected the entire
Public
planet.
make the what
But
is
a
it?
meteorite
AO3
impact was that
AO3 forums. Put the fanfic in. Bring the Ice Age fans. We're building the fan base. Okay, where are we? Subduction zone. Oh, is that why you think it's funny? Subduction zones, huh? Meteors.
much influence on global distribution of sediment should leave a mark, right? It took a while to find it because, as it turns out, it was mostly underwater. The impact crater is just along and off the coast of the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico. With technological advances, we've actually been able to accurately map the topography of the impact site. So again, what happened? Earth is not immune to bombardment of asteroids and meteorites. It's pretty common to have small debris get caught in Earth's gravitational field and be brought to the surface. Most of this debris burns up in the atmosphere, with larger pieces making their way to the surface. It's not as common to have car-sized or larger objects hit the planet because most of the interstellar debris was swept away during the formation of the solar system. Jupiter's large size and gravity keeps large objects away from Earth, either by confining them to the asteroid belt or absorbing their impact.
So Jupiter.
But every now and then, there is something large that is on a collision course with Earth, and there's not much we can do about it, including sending nuclear weapons to blow it up. Insert the Hollywood eye roll here. This is what happened 66 million years ago. A massive object slammed into Earth's surface, completely obliterating itself and sending a massive amount of debris up in the atmosphere. Obviously, anything even remotely close to the impact site was immediately killed by the impact. However, organisms not living near the impact site were affected by the massive amount of debris in the atmosphere. The debris blocked out the sun, causing a cooling period. The rapidly changing climate and environment meant no food for most of the organisms left. It is extremely hard to adapt to a rapidly changing environment, but that's the game. Adapt or go extinct. Over time, the debris settled out of the atmosphere and was deposited as fine-grained sediment full of iridium. The good news here is that not all life was wiped out. Burrowing mammals actually found the changing environment would be to their advantage.
What?
The Cenozoic began
What did they just say?
66 million years
It's
ago
for their
after the
advantage?
last well-known mass extinction event, and it continues through present day. So, when someone asks you what era you live in, well, now you can tell them you live in the Cenozoic. The Cenozoic is subdivided.
Who asked me what era I live in?
Neogene and Quaternary. The Paleogene and Neogene are collectively referred to as the Tertiary period. The Quaternary is further divided into epochs. It's more recent history, so it is easier to pick out changes in rocks and fossils and subdivide. There are two main epochs in the Quaternary, the Pleistocene and the Holocene. Depending on who you talk to, the Holocene is the present epoch. There is some debate as to whether or not humans have had a large enough impact to create a new slot on the timescale. We'll get to that in a minute. Early on in the Cenozoic, during the Tertiary, the Indian
read your essays, you're right, guys. Sorry. Oh, that was mean, wasn't it? Make sure to read the Ice Age fan to romantic comedy with explicit monsters like. Look, and I'm sure there's no overlap in the fan base for that niche that could possibly go wrong. No, it's fine, guys! We'll get haters! Haters! Only small animals could pull through. Yeah, so they survived.
The continent slammed into the Eurasian plate, closing the Tethys Ocean and transitioning the plate boundary from oceanic continental to continental-continental. This collision created the Himalayas, and with the upward movement into the rest of the Eurasian plate, the alpine Himalayan belt was created. Most of the Farallon plate that was being subducted beneath North America was gone at this point, leaving the remnant we call the Juan de Fuca plate. The transform boundary between the North American plate and the Pacific plate formed. Because there was no more subduction in this region, adjustments from plate movement created extensional terrains in the lower Rockies. We refer to these as the basin and range. They are characterized by normal faults that have dropped blocks of crust downward. The pieces of crust that are poking up from the basins of these downdrop blocks create the range portion. After 50 MA, the climate cooled significantly.
Oh my god.
The first glaciation Earth had seen in 200 million years took place. Earth has remained in an icehouse state throughout the Cenozoic, meaning there has been ice on the planet since 50 MA. However, the extent of how much ice has been present has changed throughout the Cenozoic. The most recent ice age, the Pleistocene ice age, lasted from 2.6 million years to 11,000 years ago. This means a significant portion of water was locked up in ice, causing sea level to fall and exposing continental shelves around the globe. Glaciers and thick ice sheets advanced across the landscape to the lower latitudes.
Oh my god, we're getting back to normal numbers.
Later on would leave indentations across the landscape that would fill with water and become landlocked lakes.
Sea level.
No discussion on geologic time would be complete without mentioning our history. On all official geologic timescales,
Cenozoic 6666 and A to now. Holocene, which means the present. Intergalactic, planetary, intergalactic period. Homo sapiens, 25,000 years ago to now. Intergalactic, planetary, intergalactic.
The Holocene is defined by the fact that it is an interglacial period, which means glaciers have retreated across the landscape for the last 11,000 years. Ice is still present, for now. We just don't see the extent that was seen during the Pleistocene. Large mammals, such as mammoths, went extinct as humans appeared in the record. Our exact species, Homo sapiens, appeared 25,000 years ago, and of course are still present. There is an asterisk next to Holocene.
Why is there
Because in recent years,
asterisk?
there has been some debate as to whether or not a new epoch needs to be defined to account for the impact humans have had on this planet.
But why would we get another
This new
epic?
is called the
Okay.
Anthropocene. The argument is that our presence has had a defining impact on the Earth system.
Anthropocene.
We have built cities, urbanized, and
Extinction
terraformed the
of
landscape to fit our needs,
Large
forever changing the rock record.
mammals.
Our trash is buried in landfills like layers of sedimentary strata, with many items that won't break down or dissolve away. Our trash litters the surface landscape as well, and honestly, there is no way to completely be rid of it.
Being
We'll never be able to completely clean up after ourselves.
That's because humans
That
keep
trash
pooping.
impacts multiple ecosystems. Overfishing our seas and poaching in the terrestrial environment has led to the extinction of multiple species. Our resource usage also impacts ecosystems, from deforestation to the burning of fossil fuels and changing atmospheric concentrations of carbon dioxide. We know from the rock record how important it was for the cyanobacteria to take up carbon dioxide and produce O2. It caused the great oxygenation event. We are now in a position to produce more carbon dioxide than what would naturally occur in the atmosphere, drastically changing the environment around us. Higher concentrations of carbon dioxide means a warming surface and acidification of oceans. There is not a single Earth system that has been left untouched by us as we continue to advance technologies and quote-unquote progress our civilization. With that in mind, yeah, we could qualify as our own little epoch on the timescale. Only time will tell how large of an impact we will truly have. It's a wonder we've had this much of an impact. We've only been here for such a small amount of time in the grand scheme of things.
By itself. Wow! We did it! I was not expecting to make it through that whole video. Studying this unit. Determine the secrets of events in a diagram below. Oh, that's gonna be fun. Okay, let's do this together. Let's do this together. What scene is it on? The karaoke scene? No, we're on the karaoke scene. We are chat scene. Here we go. Let's identify which rock came first, the chicken or the egg. It first is very easy. Determine the sequence of events in the diagram below and answer the accompanying questions. This is an extension of the rocks. Like, it goes down, as you can see. It moves downwards. So first, we need to move it back up. I feel like I'm clearing a Rubik's Cube. So the last event was the E moving down. The second to last event was the D pushing through the land. Then it was A, B, and C. It's the order of events. Because D wouldn't be able to push through A if A wasn't there. That wouldn't have happened. So the oldest to youngest is C, B, A, D, E. What's the relative age dating principle is used to determine the relative age of unit D? What? Unit B? Okay, let's go back to age dating. It's like really high up. Look how long these notes are. Relative age dating the oldest units are on the bottom, the youngest are at the top. This is like sedimentary rocks, the youngest on the top. Grand Canyon's rocks are at the bottom, can be divided as horizontal strata. Sediments deposited horizontally in a line means tectonic activity. Lateral community. Crosscut. The nodules cut across the other, it's called cutting. Cross-cutting, Your Honor. Cross-cutting. What relative age date principle is used to determine the relative age of unit B? Well, I don't know, it's just horizontal. They're bricks. Baked context? Wow. Well, it's not deformed. A B must be the superposition. Must be lateral continuity. Look. The reason I say that is because this is some sort of crystal rock, I guess. It has dots. And this one has striations. I'm not quite sure why they all have sprinkles, right? But this one is bricks. I'm not sure why it's bricks, but it's bricks. Maybe it's bricks to identify the lateral continuity of the object. Okay? What type of fault is E? Not strike, slip, extension. Which one's the extension one? Extension. Okay, let's see extension. Surely they got extensions here, or I have to Google something else and pull it up on my previous. I will. Earthquakes. Oh, that's not what I want. Guys, I don't care about that. Don't look at that! Aha. Earthquakes. Oh, no, this is my homework I did last week. Oh, earthquake note. Here it is. Faults, please. This is... Where are my faults? Okay, hold on. Wait, no tilted strata. Do. The fault that we are looking at for E, which is an extension fault, is called a normal fault. Called a normal fault. Or normal. Normal. If unit C, I don't know. Unit C is 201 MA. I need the time scale. Thank you, time scale. Smile, happy edge and a good day. Rest in peace, not cozy. I love you, honey. Okay, if this was in $201 and unit A is for, where are we at? $201 MA. $250, $199. I'm getting emails. 201. Okay, the closest is Perimian. Perimian. And the second one is Jurassic. It must belong to the Triassic. A Triassic. Your Honor, the Triassic. It's pretty good. Okay. Pretty good. Extension. You know. Extension as a normal fault. Alright. Okay. What's next? We did it. We did all the notes. There's nothing else in the world. I did all the notes. I guess the world's at peace. And so are we. You know, I wasn't as evil as I expected myself to be. I'm not as evil as I expected. How many peas did we eat? Like 4? Kind of awesome. Alright. Let's do the job. We did all of the reading. We read everything. Nice job so far. Thank you. Oh my. I got a whole essay to write? What is this? I'm bickery shocked. By this point in the semester, earn yourself the title of amateur geologist. Thank you. Let's have a little fun with this. Imagine that you travel, time travel was possible. Morphogenetic fields, okay? And you want to sell trips to the past as well as to certain places and times in the past. This is imaginary, so we can ignore the butterfly effect. But I love the butterfly effect. For this discussion activity, you will need to know some knowledge of the geologic timescale and have a general idea of how Earth has changed through time. Part 1. You need to sell a pitch on geological time destination. Okay, I got it. I know exactly what I want. I don't even have to guess. I have a great idea. We're gonna go on a river trip. You may not be able to sell your customers on visiting during an extinction event. Ah, pooey. That's too bad. Why would it be interesting to visit a particular place in time? Have you ever heard of the all blue? Jumpy do 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 do. And why it would be interesting to visit in a particular place in time. This is fucking easy! Outsider research is allowed and encouraged for you to collect your data and proper details. Choose a sales pitch made by one of your peers as if you have taken a trip, advertise, and leave a review. This is so cute. I had a great time traveling. Except, perhaps there were too many fish in the sea. Like Yelp, but respectful. I saved up all my money. I saved up all my money to go on this trip. I don't want to be respectful. I want to be mean. Be mindful of the geologic periods being written about. The entire class should be traveling to Jurassic period. Why would I? Why would I want to see those stupid little lizards anyway? They probably stink. Eons, eras, epochs. Ensure you choose a period to write about. Consult geological timescale if needed. A sales pitch. Can I make a picture? I think it'd be really cute. Copy paste direction. Synthesize the information and redeliver it. Information you gathered about the specific time period will be presented in the final part. A brief history of the park. Oh, that's cute! That is so cute. Consider a chance to select an important time in the park's history and highlight it with your presentation. I got it. I got it, Chief. I got it. Not even a problem. Don't be mean. Don't use caps. Do not flame. There's a rule. There's a rule that says don't flame people. Be forgiving. Anyone can make a mistake. Don't flame people. Don't you dare flame people. Okay. I will be flaming your mother. Okay, orientation module, primary resources. Course home. It's always important to go to the orientation module. This is easy. Watch me. Okay. Content. Orientation. This is the orientation. Syllabus, Google Earth Pro, introductions, course orientation, video. Here? I don't see any of this here. I don't see it. No, it's Google Earth. I also did this. Maybe this video we'll talk about it. I can't keep the audio on for this one though. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I take resources. Where are the course resources? Oh, maybe that's the next video. Aha! NPR. Okay, so these are all our allowed resources. It's all our allowed resources. And I love voice memo typing. I can't help it. What period was the Grand Canyon underwater? Grand Canyon was underwater, that's when it was underwater. It's underwater, it's underwater, underwater. Lots of sandstone, lots of sandstone. Lots of sandstone, lots of sandstone, lots of sandstone, lots of sandstone. Yum yum yummy yummy sandstone. What did the Grand Canyon look like underwater? Deeper understanding the Grand Canyon. Ha! Neo, Gino, Gili, Bili. Guys, I just wanted to know, please, find it myself. Grand Canyon underwater. This is the Oviraptor. Oceanic continental plate. Aragonite. Sandstone and shell. Ay 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 ay. Clear divergent boundaries in America. It is during the Oceanic continental boundary. One of my sisters said I had a really thick southern accent and it pissed me off. It's not true, right? I'm normal, right? I'm normal, right? I'm normal, right? I'm normal. Ooh. I'm normal, right? I'm so normal. This is during the Mesozoic era? Mesozoic? Because you don't want to just show them gross stuff. But Mesozoic, Paleozoic, Mesozoic. I think it's called the Triassic period. So theirs don't sound normal. Yeehaw? Yeehaw? It's called the Triassic. Yeah, I think Triassic period, America. Alright, here's the formation of the land. Paleotethys. Pangea, Gondwana. Goodbye, Tethys Ocean. North China and South China are kissing on the Triassic period. But this isn't what I wanted. I wanted something closer. I'm sorry, I thought it was the Mesozoic. It must be the Mesozoic. Maybe the Cenozoic. Cenozoic. Maybe this? Kinda. But not really. Wow, this is a weird animal. Well, we have to go back and watch the teacher video again. No, somebody just went. It has no plants, you'll die. No breathing. It wouldn't look like a different planet. Another exciting thing about the park's wildlife has over 1,000 fossils from other species have been found there. Meaning you would see real-life dinosaurs in the wild. Over 1,000 fossils are found there. One of the most incredible dinosaurs from Big Bang, the Parasaur, thought to be the biggest flying mammal, wingspan about 35 feet. Today we believe in this extended area of the Mesozoic era, and this park is thought to have many streams and rivers based on the fossils it found in marine life. Hope you consider this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Nah, dog, I can write something better than this. You're joking. Watch. May I interest you in the Paleozoic era? You guys are nerds. Who cares about that? Who cares about far out history instead of close by history? This appeals to the modern man. You wouldn't get it. This is gonna be freaking easy. Watch and learn. First, we gotta get the voice memo. Hello? Okay, voice memoing's working. Watch this! I'm about to spit fire! Have you ever been interested in going to the Grand Canyon National Park? Many people love the national park and say that someday it might not even look the same. Well, I have an opportunity for you. This is a once in a lifetime. Wait. Hold on. Well, I have the opportunity of a lifetime for you. I have created time travel. Yes, me. Me. I art thou, thou art me. Can't write my name. You see, the Grand Canyon used to be underwater, and everybody loves fishing trips. America loves fishing trips. You want to go out fishing? Yes, you do. Interestingly enough, you can see the Grand Canyon underneath the boat as we swim. As we boat. Sweat. It's getting bad. I'm very bad at this. I thought I was gonna spit fire. I am not spitting. I am not spitting fire. I'm salt. I'm salt. Thank you. The Grand Canyon was underneath the boat and we can swim. And boat on a prehistoric You can see the late creation of you can see the creation of the canyon itself. The volcanoes at the bottom of the canyons are still somewhat active, and it makes the water warm. That's a lie. Erosion moved most of the Mesozoic evidence from the park, and although small remnants can be found, particularly the Western Grand Canyon fossil trilobites in Bright Angel Shale. It's spicy. Near rock outcrop suggests 4,000 to 8,000 feet of sedimentary layers from the age of dinosaurs. What covered the Grand Canyon? Look, layers from the Cambrian, Devonian, and Mississippian, Pennsylvania, and Permian periods are present. Erosion has removed most of the Mesozoic era evidence from the park. Also, small remnants can be found, particularly in the Western Canyon. Nearby rocks and outcrops suggest 4,000 to 8,000 feet of sedimentary layers from the age of dinosaurs were once covering the Grand Canyon area. In the Cenozoic era, age of the mammals, layers are limited to the Western Grand Canyon. They got an isopod. A big isopod. A huge isopod. Isopod! Nearby, 40 identifiable rock layers form the Grand Canyon walls. They've attracted students of Earth history since 1858. Yes, it's pretty big. Because it's pretty big. In the work of geologists, it changed public opinion that a Grand Canyon's regions that are worth this locale most supplying earthly spectracles. After 150 years, geologists are still not finished studying the Grand Canyon in the mid-1970s. A new rock layer was identified in the canyon walls. With one of the clearest exposures to the rock record in a long, diverse geologic history, the Grand Canyon is an ideal place to gain some geological deep time. The oldest rocks exposed in the canyon are ancient, 1,840 million years old. Conversely, the canyon itself is geologically young, having been carved within the last 6 million years. Even younger deposits, including Ice Age fossils and caves, are 1,000 years old, and lava flows into the Western Canyon, recently deposited by debris flow. Wow. Bring Grand Canyon's geological record into the present. Understanding the park's natural resources is undeniably intertwined with its geologic history. Therefore, telling geological time is an important part of interpretive efforts at the Grand Canyon National Park in Arizona. An appreciation of geological time places in geologic topics such as geomorphology, the origin of evolution in the Colorado River, stratigraphy, historical geology, and paleontology in context. Unfortunately, telling geological time is a mystery to visitors and park staff without backgrounds in earth science. Naturally, a non-geoscientist might say, "I wonder, how do you know that?" When a geologist or interpreter says that rock formed 270 million years ago. To add to the confusion, technical and popular literature report a wide variety of numeric ages for Grand Canyon rocks. For example, one publication says that the Kellogg Formation is 27 million years ago, while another says 255 million years ago. The same inconsistencies arise in the other rock units of the park. At best, readers are left wondering which are the correct best ages, and at worst, they may discount the scientific process used to measure deep in time. And one objective is to simply learn how old a rock layer is, sorting through the subdivisions of the geologic period, scientific names, and microscopic index fossils. It's confusing. However, they can comprehend numeric value of 270 years ago. Therefore, these numeric ages is very important. I don't give a fuck about the number age. I want to know about the volcano and sea level rise. See this! Not how long ago the events happened, but absolute age determines the radiometric meetings. Identify what year different events happened in the presence of fossils. Investigators have used both technique and discern of age rocks to expose the Grand Canyon. Sedimentary rocks, which do not usually use absolute ages. The boring. What am I concerned? Oh, I just averaged the information error at different ages. Grand Canyon Supergroup. Knowledge of Grand Canyon begin individual eyes. Intimately more than 100 formal stratigraphic names are applied to the rocks. Therefore, our project first required identifying the rocks units in which numeric ages are important. We will name by projection to 3 overall sets of rocks. Those whose formation or proof set interprets and resources managers routinely discuss. I don't care. The volcanic rocks are often in the basement. The layered Paleozoic rocks included the flat-lying sedimentary rocks or stair-step canyon walls. We established the informal name Vishnu basement rocks for all ancient crystalline rocks at the bottom of the Grand Canyon, as no formal nomenclature encompasses the metamorphic units and individual igneous plutons exposed. We choose Vishnu because the public's more familiar with Vishnu sits or the basement, indicating the rocks. Ladies. Ooh! We have answers! I feel like a monkey. Sorry, guys. Sorry for being that little monkey. Sorry for being a little yeehaw monkey baby. I don't mean to. Location. Which is a different layer. Each rock onto. There are pre-Cambrian and Mesozoic and Cambrian rocks, and here the bottom level of the hello cyber bottom level of the canyon is continue with my geologic essay. Have you ever been interested in going into the Grand Canyon National Park? Many people love the national park and said that someday might not even look the same. Well, I have the opportunity of a lifetime for you. I have created time travel. Yes, the Weedy Measy first time travel boat ride. You can see the Grand Canyon as it used to be underwater, and everybody loves fishing trips. America loves fishing trips. Loves fishing trips. America loves fishing trips. You want to go out fishing? Yes, you do! Interestingly enough, you can see the Grand Canyon underneath the boat as we swim the boat on a prehistoric landmark. You can see the creation of Grand Canyon itself instead of fearing what it may become. Yay! Volcanoes are at the bottom. How many wasabi peas have you eaten? I don't know. I think at least 5. I'm not that evil, but it's like when I do evil things. You want to see me do one? I'll do one. One freebie. Okay. But are you happy? Yum. Great. Nothing bad here. All good. Very happy. Not gross. Not cringe. Perhaps. Yeah, it's okay. Who's messaging me? But what? Oh, this guy cannot record. Thank you, Rander Javis. Javis? Javis? He cannot be posing this close to the canyon. There's something wrong with his perspective. Should I take an image? He's like leaning on top of it. It's scary. Dude. Yeah, but I wonder if this guy knows he's reading a script. Down cutting. Dude, there's a bird in the video. Ooh, there's a bird. Can't let you watch it because I'd get copywritten. Erosion. Erosion. Bro, where did the canyon come from? That's not even what I'm asking. I'm asking where the canyon came from. Where'd it come from? Volcanism. Bingo! Volcano. The cinder cone, lava dome, stratovolcano, San Francisco volcanic field, which contains. Yeah. The center of a volcanic field, the promise. Cinder cones are also found at Grand Canyon. Beginning. Bingo! See, we can see it. It's 6300 years ago. Is this billion or trillion? Billion or trillion? In words. Okay, now we look at our time scale. It's not even 1 million. So that's not relevant. It's not even 1 million years ago. One thing we can be sure of is that lava dams were removed. Lava dams and all of explorer overtaxing the river. We removed the active flow and the flood damage and volcanic eruptions. Okay, but that's. I don't care about that. Faulting. Do you have anything cool? Limestone. $6 million years old. Oh, we can go to 40 million? 4.4 million. So this is 400. 5 million. 5.5 million. Do we have more than that? Smiley face. Okay. How the Colorado River happened. 7 million, 10 million. These are not as cool as I was expecting. It's because, like, before these millions years ago, go. Okay. This is something important. To Camp Ancestral Colorado River across the Kebab Plateau as it does today. That's along the ridge. In order for this to work, the Kebab Plateau couldn't look quite like it does today. Perhaps it was still buried by the Mesozoic rocks. It may not have even existed yet. Like McKee before him, Cheetah then suggests that the down Colorado River, captured by the ancestral portion of the headward erosion to create a modern free-flowing river. Unfortunately, no sedimentary deposits have been found to support this theory. No! So this theory might not be real. In order for this to work, geologists have hypothesized the ancestral Colorado River temporarily stand behind the Kebab Plateau. Approaches to the water pools began, continued down form. The ancestral Colorado have been pooled and collected by many high points, forming a chain of ancient links. One of them being dubbed like Bidahoshi. Sediment believed to be deposited by these ancient lakes have been found in Arizona. According to the hypothesis, the liquid remained the young Colorado River to the Kebab Plateau. Headward erosion, the lake overflowed plateaus rapidly carving the canyon connected to the young Colorado River on the other side. Carroll Hill, New Mexico, recently proposed that the ancestral Colorado River integrated with the young Colorado through the collapse of underground park system. It's a very new idea, still being developed. Hill proposes that the precipitation falling on the Colorado Plateau drained the red wall aquifers, coursed through sinkholes, cracks, and joints in the water. Red wall aquifers then flowed through the Kebab uplifts to connect with the headwater erosion young Colorado River on the western Canyon. Hill wrote the inclusion of... Yeah, but that's not fun. Like, it's okay. So there's an underwater mouth where the Colorado River flows. Interesting. We're going... The reason we should do this. The reason we offer the opportunity Others believe ancestral Colorado River crossed the Kebab Plateau as it does today and then veered off the northwest alongside the ridge. In order for this to work, the Kebab Plateau couldn't look quite like it does today. Perhaps it was buried by the messes of the rocks and not even existed. Grand Canyon. Okay. Not even look the same. First time getting a travel boat. Micah loves fishing trips. And you want to go out fishing? Yes, you do! Micah loves fishing trips. Interestingly enough, you can see the Grand Canyon underneath the boat. It's still a prehistoric landmark. You can see the creation of the canyon itself, and instead of fearing what it may become because of humans and tribes. Humans and food. Because of humans and erosion. By going back to the Mesozoic era, scientists who wish to have the theory of the grand what's his name? Ivan or something? Ivan Machado? Cheddar. The Colorado River flowed a different path. The way to prove that is going to the Mesozoic era, or a little after. We have entertaining close up look to see if this rip did in fact flow the what is happening out there? You guys have COVID? Why are you coughing so much? What is happening? Hold on. Everyone's sicking. Excuse me. I think I have to take care of sick people now. Goodbye, everyone. I will see you in heaven.